Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy ColtsTalk, and I want to talk really quick about this preseason thing that the Colts have going on moving forward. I don't like it. I don't. I don't like it. And the preseason games we just watched are already signs of what could possibly happen with the Colts, with them playing the starters more than normal. I mean, of course, I understand the whole chemistry thing and getting ready for week one, but at some point, it's like they're going up against backups. Like, I don't know how much chemistry and all these things are going to go into effect against backup and potentially practice squad players. Like, this is supposed to be for the young guys to develop and get NFL ready for the season. Of course, you have Matt Ryan that can go out there, but this is my point. It's like, I understand the starters, they play a few snaps in the preseason games because that's what most teams do anyway. Some teams don't even use their starters at all because of the injury risk, because it's high. Just look at what just happened. London from the Falcons, the wide receiver, he just went down with an knee injury. ACL injuries, Zach Wilson just went down with an ankle injury. It's like all these things could play a big role going into your season next year. And for the Colts, with that injury history that we know about, there is no way you're comfortable or saying, oh, it's totally fine. Let's get ready for week one because we got to play the Jags and I want to win a season opener. It's no way you're confident enough to go out there and risk most of your starters of getting hurt because that is a high probability. There's no way you're comfortable with that going in week one. It's no way. Would you want to be having everyone healthy for week one, or do you want to go risk a preseason game when it's not even meaning anything before the season even starts? And most people are going to go, oh, well, there's a high risk of them getting hurt anyway. But I would want them to actually play week one to get hurt before week one. You know what I mean? That's my perspective. It's like, I don't understand. Like, I don't think the risk is that big. I don't think so. Because last year, the Jaguars was not the only team why we didn't make the playoffs. We lost 2 or 3 games straight before that Jaguars game. So we had no excuse of not making the playoffs. So don't use that as an excuse going into next season. A season opener. Oh, okay. We're one of the worst teams to have season open record. I get that. But I would rather have a healthy team in week one than have a high probability of losing someone that can be very pivotal going into week one. And Matt Ryan is a huge pivotal piece that I do not want to lose going into week one. With no quarterback, who are you going to trust? Nick Foles? Sam Ellinger? No. I'm not doing it. Nope. I don't trust it. I really don't. I don't trust Nick Foles as a seasoned franchise quarterback. He's better as a backup than a starter. We all know this. So I don't trust him leading us into a season when we just got Matt Ryan to do that thing, because Matt Ryan is going to be the starting quarterback. But if he's getting all these snaps and I just seen Jalen Hurts take a dirty hit from the Jets, I don't know how confident I am going into the season with that odd. I just don't. And with the injury history for the Colts, they can slip on the ice and be out for 5 weeks. That's just how bad the injury history is with the Colts. Like last year, there was 3 weeks when there was like 12 players on the injury report. I'm not confident. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable with this preseason thing. I just don't. A few snaps, yes. I know some people will say, well, depending on how good they'll do, they probably won't play week 3. Okay, that's fine. But the first 2 weeks against the Bills, who probably won't be using their starters, it's just not worth it. Are we winning the Super Bowl in the preseason? No. It's no point of playing them overplaying the players that's going to start anyway. It's no point of overplaying them. It's just not a point. Like I said, you can learn half those things in camp and, in practices before you start the season. The preseason games doesn't mean jack squat to me. They just don't. I want to see the young guys. I don't want to see the starters the whole game, because we're going to see them anyway. I want to see the young guys go out there and get ready for the NFL. I would love to see Pierce and those guys, even though Pierce is starting, but he's a rookie. I want to see the young ones, the young guys that don't get a lot of reps into the season. I want to see the preseason. I want to see them in the preseason because that's for them, in my opinion. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section about this whole shebang with the Colts and this preseason snaps and stuff. Let me know. This is Marcus, and until next time, you've been Culture Shock.